Let's move over to the story next. Sibanye Gold Human Resources Manager Hendrick Mulder is expected back on the witness stand in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial at the High Court in Pretoria this morning. Mulder works at the Sibanye Gold, where accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi, was employed from 2009 to 2016. Mulder told the court that Ntanzi was on approved leave from the 27th to the 31st of October 2014. Defense counsel Sipho Ramosepele said Ntanzi was not scheduled to work on the 26th of October, the day Meyiwa was killed, as he was not contracted to work on Sundays. SABC News reporter Sipho Kekana is following up on that story, now joins us live from the Pretoria High Court. Sipho, good morning. Thank you once again for making time for us. And also the request there from the judge is that Mulder must come back with some sort of evidence, including a pay slip, to prove that indeed on the 26th of October 2014 that Ntanzi was not at work.
That's correct. Good morning, Aldrin. That's correct. In fact, as I'm talking to you right now, the HR officer of Sibanye Gold Mine, that is Hendrick Mulder, is sitting right next to me, and he's waiting for proceedings to start. And he will be when proceedings begin, he will be the person who will be on the stand, and this is to afford the other defense counsels an opportunity to cross-examine him. You recall that yesterday, after a brief cross-examination by Sipho Ramosepele, he then left the court to go home, and it was when other defense counsels challenged the submission of bank statements of accused number 2 that on the basis that no evidence should be limited to one particular accused, that we saw the advocate Charles Munisi charging and telling the court that it is the state's case that all the 5 accused had a conspiracy and had acted all in common purpose, and as a result of that, there was no way that the court can then make them spectators in court and say that this particular evidence was limited to accused number 2 and they should not be afforded an opportunity to cross-examine them. So the judge then made an order that Mulder be called back to the stand. At the time he had already left, but he has returned to court this morning, and I can confirm that when court resumes, he will be on the stand, and then he will then be cross-examined by the other defense counsels. You are also correct to say that he was asked to provide proof about Ntanzi's work arrangement on the 26th of October that year. That is the day that Senzo Meyiwa was shot and killed. You'd recall that according to the evidence that was led by Mulder yesterday, is that Ntanzi had applied for unpaid leave for 5 consecutive days, starting on the Monday after Senzo Meyiwa was shot and killed, and that Ntanzi was not at work on the 26th of October. But there was nothing untoward about that, because according to Mulder, Ntanzi was not expected to be at work in any case on the 26th of October that day, because Ntanzi was not working on Sundays. He was employed at the mine from 2009 until February 2016, when he was dismissed for absconding from work. So that's what we are expecting will take place when court resumes this morning. We are expecting that it's going to be a very brief cross-examination of Hendrick Mulder, and thereafter the state will then try again to submit bank statements of accused number 2. And these are very crucial statements which are expected to shed more light on the whereabouts of accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi, on that particular weekend. You'd recall that according to Ntanzi, through his legal counsel, during that week, on the 25th, he knocked off from Sibanye Gold Mine in Carltonville and then traveled to the KZN, where he was expected to pay for lobola for his girlfriend at the time. And so what we are expecting today is the state will then be submitting those the bank statements to try and shed more light on the whereabouts of Bongani Ntanzi. on that weekend, on the 26th of October, whether he was in KZN or he was still in Joburg. And this is on the back of Constable Sizwe Zungu's testimony, Aldrin, where Zungu said that on the 26th, he had been with all the 5 accused. He had partied with all the 5 accused at a hostel in Vosloorus, basically placing them in Vosloorus on the day that Meyiwa was shot and killed. So we are expecting the state now to be submitting those bank statements to shed more light on the whereabouts of accused number 2 when court resumes this morning. We are expecting that proceedings will be kicking off at about 10 this morning, and as I've earlier indicated, Mulder will be the first person to be on that stand briefly, and then we are going to move into the bank statement. And this, Aldrin, by the way, it is as the state is now preparing for the trial within a trial. They have indicated yesterday that they are now ready to begin with the trial within a trial here. And this trial within a trial relates to the admissibility of the confessions of accused number 1 and 2. We have been told before that accused number 1, Muzi Sibiya, and accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi, have made confessions in relation to the murder of this former Bafana Bafana captain. But the defense have challenged the admissibility of those particular confessions. And we understand the defense will be claiming that these 2 accused made those confessions under duress, that they were tortured to say the things that the police wanted to hear. And we are expecting that that matter will also be discussed today, the timelines as to when should the trial within a trial start. We are expecting this particular trial within a trial to start in about a week or so. We are not expecting anything more than just Mulder on the stand and the bank statements today. We are expecting that it's going to be brief. At about lunch, we should get a postponement, and in about a week or so, the court should resume again, where the trial within a trial will then begin. Aldrin?
Sipho, just a quick follow-up again on the question around the cross-examination of Mulder. Well, the testimony that he delivered and also the evidence that he will be giving is in relation to one specific accused, Bongani Ntanzi. I'm not too clear about why it is that the defense is insisting that they also want to cross-examine him. What is it about what's in the bank statements that could be a revelation? As you said, that the state's case is that all 5 men acted with common purpose. What revelation is expected to come out of the bank statement?
So you are absolutely correct. Mnisi told the court that the state's charge is that all the 5 accused acted on common purpose. Now, what the defense is saying is that whatever is going to come out of those bank statements, it is going to spill onto their own clients. So because of that, they should then be afforded an opportunity to respond and cross-examine Mulder. Firstly, Mulder on his evidence that Bongani Ntanzi was away on the 26th, and also the fact that he was away for 5 consecutive days, starting from the Monday after Senzo Meyiwa's murder. And this particular statement, if they are going to prove that Bongani Ntanzi was in fact in Joburg, Nisi is basically saying that is going to spill onto their clients as well, because this would then be following on Constable Sizwe's evidence in court that all the 5 accused were in fact in Joburg at a hostel in Vosloorus. So you'd recall that the defense has said that their clients were never in Joburg. Accused number 1 and 2 were never in Joburg, and the other accused have claimed that they had never ever been with Sizwe Zungu on that particular day. Now, if the state is going to be proving at all that Bongani Ntanzi, the man that Sizwe Zungu claims to have seen at a hostel on the 26th of October on that particular day, then the credibility of the other accused to say that they were never with Sizwe Zungu on that particular day will also come into question, and that is the basis on which the defense would now want to cross-examine Mulder on his evidence that he gave yesterday, and will also want copies of these particular bank statements and cross-examine whoever from the bank that will eventually come and give testimony on those particular transactions that the state is trying to bring before the court. Aldrin.
Thank you so much for your time. Sipho Kekana, the SABC News reporter in Pretoria, where the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial will resume at around 10 o'clock.